preventing the virus from entering into the country? Well, I can't tell you all the methods that have been put into play because I'm not part of that team of that the government put into gave the task to do that. But what I can say is that we are preparing just in case it escapes maybe one of the points of entry and then it happens to come into the country. All the hospitals, the major hospitals, have been tasked to identify an isolation room or isolation center to isolate suspected cases. If a case comes and fits the WHO criteria, definition for a suspect with coronavirus or the COVID-19, then they'll be isolated and then samples taken. Fortunately, the MRC now is able to do the testing, so within 24 hours they'll be tested. And then if it's positive, we have identified a treatment center. They'll be taken to the treatment center. And then if it's negative, then they'll be treated like any other infection. Coronavirus, it's a virus that causes flu-like symptoms. So the symptoms can be anything from asymptomatic, meaning no symptoms, to a full-blown upper respiratory tract infection with pneumonia and even death. So it has a wide range of symptoms. So it presents just like somebody with a common cold, mostly. Well, when you say any equipment to detect it, it's a bit difficult because when the patient comes like anybody with a flu, common cold. And at that point, there's a test that is done to check whether the virus is the one that is causing the cold. So there are some swabs that are taken, and then we have the capability to do the testing at the MRC. But if a patient comes without any symptoms, then it's very difficult. You have to wait until there's an incubation period of about 10 to 14 days in which the patient can be asymptomatic. And during that period, it's very difficult to detect whether that patient has coronavirus or not. Coronavirus, a majority of the people that have the coronavirus are actually not very sick. So the mortality or the deaths come in when you have patients who are elderly or they have some other comorbid symptoms, like some other disease. So those are the ones that are usually affected badly by this coronavirus. So they say the mortality rate between 1 and 2%. And that 1 and 2% is of the elderly or the people with comorbid diseases. Well, the preventive method is basically good hygiene, frequent hand washing. And I've noticed that a lot of people run to buy face masks and all that. Yes, face masks are good, but it's not going to prevent you from getting the infection, because the infection can enter any of your any area that has exposed mucous membranes. So, but somebody who's infective, it's very effective for that person to be to have a face mask on, because then it prevents you from spreading it out to the rest of the world. So good hygiene, that's the best preventive method. Frequent hand washing.
Mbe konton na bakenga dati woto. Ninko loptano ye mum preparation leke. Nsi woto jabi no. Bari niko mansakunda ye preparation juma leke. Kaje kurang kana dunam banko kono. Mbe menfono le woto wole muko entry point so. Mansakunda ye katakul ke kaje ko bring airport poroto anin na land border sol banku kulo membe bono la je modol se duyeta Mansakunda ye monitoring system ul ke wotole kaje ko ni melbe dunaje esi screen no pour courant nyin kana dunanja nyame nana ta loptano la karolela ningi mo identify ta mo jeta ko courant sitara no amari la afuta tantol maja nga laboratory scientists also to ja competent ones ol mel ya lon ko si o mari jenkendi no karatan town lanto angale ko isolation isa samba dulato dame ya lon ko hani wo kuran bala ate damale be tarala wo dulato ate modol sauna no wo kuran ni munna parendir dalete ngamel soto no ni loptano to yo ye même fo molie nga information men soto virus jama bija la symptoms sol kamulia e ko nyili asike ko mo nyin asi jara no asike abala jato dalta ka bamba nyame mala bamba si yora asi week angalel ko jato te bamban iyo ye kuja mafana mfoje ko asike asi fono no o asike it's a miracle fever mulung leba bari dum membe ayitandi la kuran jumale kile mbala obekela nin doctor le tesol ke amari bala olto asi verify no aninga si yitandi no ko tonya nyin kuran si fale be mari doctor le betara no dula to kawo fono exactly ndesi mem fono e woto wole ntefanan kamen mo ikibarol to iko dolu aka lokun keno ibaloto janne ay datika itandiro ke banta ko kuran se tarano nyin yo barbari nte manken doctoroti nta fono le kuran nyin aka hadama din wati jolle ke ajato kono janninga e finti banta bari tuma do ni monin doctorol kachata wol si ofo doctorol membi janni la kachato iko nsikarim bulol ku bake ni efema ibota je taye bulo ku asenea anin safu no lafa iyo dol masoto dol yasoto ba do fen dol be ko disinfectant ese wo fananta ya spray bulo kan ya ku faja ata ya jandi e wo ke abala yo barbari mobe ma wo soto safu no be wo soto le so mo ikana femma jay manta ye bulo ku birin kamol to lembang fo ifangala do ku dulalto bo sol ni motol men bembe siringa konon ka fengol mel mutaji wol beka bacterial ni virus sol soto e balal ça fait ni transfer e bota sate do dunta motol la futata su jani mburol ni fengol cika ke domo ta folo ye bulo be ku fo ite fang ko seneatale yo nin dindingul fanam be bala ya mexo ko ifanal se kabulol ku aka senea yo barbaire courant nyin tija msakata dronga wo buluku wol continent di sajensi mfantanka no nyame ha njikita wala le ko masingul bijanen si tesol ke no men and besides doctor ola do ko be nyame ma it becomes an international issue ning courant sifa fota comme ça ebola nyol dunia doctor ol kam mobilize le ye do ko ke together e kanyin case mem foko braf arumo ta ko wole be banko kanja ntola doctor rol ning MRC doctor rol specialist rol sita le kachata kanyin pesano jube nyokan ça fait collaboration no le beje molie do ko ke nyola coronavirus botanang Asia le sonte sa fo Gambian ko le ko e kana panic mo membe bola na China ka futa jang wobe tambila airport jamala katun transit stop solve sotol wo transit dulalto tumadoto ni abe mola abe detect la abe sutela wo dulalto janna futa na nyim banko kono ja adu isi nyim fana lonko na tara moni wo futa ja nga tankandir mezo sol sotol mbe mel landila kaje ko mari tumado hanin ayatara abate affect la ate janjan nanu pour que mo jama affaire
maa ngi koy dégg nag maa ngi koy dégg comme ni ma koy déggee ñu ne am na ci réew yëpp ci àdduna bi fu ci mel ne Siin am na dégg naa ñu naan Espagne Italie Europe particulièrement léegi gën daal mooy ñu sensibiliser nit ñëpp kenn ku ne ñu fexe ba nga protéger sa bopp gën a fonk set wecc rek waaw nit ñi daal bu fekkee ne set nañ yàlla dana ci musal ñëpp waaw li ma ci ëpp yaakaar nag man li ma dégg ñu ne feebar bi dafa xaw a ragal tàngoor wu metti daal bu koy te fii moom ni moo gisee température bi ni mu mel ak nii bu fi ñëwee yàlla dogal mën naa dogal du fi am doole lool waaw loolu daal lañ ci xam comme ba sensibiliser nit ñi nag ñu gën a foo góorgóorlu ci set moom mooy lépp waaw mbir la moo xam ne tey suba maa ngi ciy informé wu ci ay site internet ñu ngi ciy wax nee nañ du jaar ci ngelaw du def dara moom li muy mën a wàlli nit mooy nga contact moom direct wax ak moom teflitam laal la wala nga ñaq laal ko wala dara ci yu mel noonu la mën a. coronavirus lu am la am na ci àdduna bépp bu kenn taxaw naan du dëgg wala nii ak lii ñu ngi sensibiliser xale yi surtout gone yu ndaw yi jeunes yi ñu gën a góorgóorlu ci set te moytu bu baax a baax xam ne mbir la moo ko wér loo xam ne nii am na ci àdduna bépp te mën naa dugg ci réew mu nekk bu kenn taxaw ne du dugg sama réew na ngeen protéger wu yéen ñëpp góorgóorlu état bi jàpp ci réew yi jàpp ci kenn ku ne xool nit ñi bu baax a baax te it kuñ ciy laaj nga nangoo def liñ la wax ndax dëgër bopp baaxul buñ la nee defal lii defal loola ndax yàlla dimbale la nga am ca ngëneel set surtout ñu gën a fonk set ndax an nasaafatu minal iman set ci ngëm la bokk yonente bi waxoon na ñu ngi dénk ñëpp ñu gën a góorgóorlu jërëjëf.
Coronavirus lu ma si xam mooy ne it's a disease that you know that it's a dangerous disease because I learned that it's more dangerous than even Ebola. Yeah, and it's a disease that came from right now on my understanding it started from China because I have a friend who went there for studies of this in tourism. So she called us telling us stuff like this. Right now they postponed their time of education. Everything is being banned there. So that's how I came across of this. To be honest, I don't know the signs and symptoms, but I just know like wanting to prevent this coronavirus because I watch it on TV like to reduce this like greetings. Because I watch one video where you see that people will be covering their noses. Like if you are coughing, you should cover your nose. So that's the thing I know. Like, and to reduce the greetings, like shaking hands. Yeah, that's what in the school maybe they have done, but it's not in my presence, and it's yet to be done. Okay. But according to the social media, because I do go across this internet, I see like methods that people are using to prevent it, but I don't know like the sign and symptom of it. Okay. If I go home, like my mom and my parents at home, yeah, they really know about this deadly disease, because like the time I communicated with my that friend at China, they also knew about it. But the only thing I have to advise them is that let them reduce like shaking hands, let them also cover their noses, or when they are willing to cough, let them cover their nose. Those are the things that I know about this coronavirus. Okay.